Hey Scorpio, how are you? Welcome to March 2023. Let's see what's cooking for you. You guys, towards the end of the month, you're really going to feel this energy of Pluto making its move into Aquarius. Now, it's going to stay in Aquarius for about 3 months. It's going to give us a taster of what's to come next year, early next year, January next year. When it moves permanently into Aquarius. Aquarius is a group dynamic, don't forget, people of like mind, but it can also talk about a degree of unrest. It's revolutionary energy, and it may well be that you're feeling a little bit revolutionary at the moment, as if you do want to revolutionize certain things. It's happening in your fourth house, guys. Pluto is sitting in the fourth house, still in Capricorn, but he's going to be in the fourth house again as he moves into Aquarius. So it may well be that we're looking at house moves, or it may well be that there is a degree of how can I put this, unrest around the home. Scorpio energy is all about death, sex and taxes on the mundane, so it could well be that some of you are working it out, but of course Pluto energy is in opposition to the black moon in Cancer. Alright, so Lilith in Cancer. So again, could be home life, guys, could be looking at moving house, it could be looking that you're caring for someone within the home, health issues, so on and so forth. Again, when I'm looking at your chart, we've got a lot of the energy of Aries, me, self, I energies in the 6th, and we also have Mars still in Gemini in that 9th house. So what's going to be best for you? Trusting your intuition, what's working for you, what's not. And you also need to recognize your immune system as well. I'm seeing, even though we want to escape a little bit with Neptune in Pisces, on a medical level this can talk about the immune system, and we have got Mars in Gemini. So yeah, you could have been under quite a lot of pressure, I think, Scorpio. So this is for Scorpio Sun, rising, so on and so forth. So let's have a look and see what the tarot is saying for us today. Right, okay, do you know I want to go with that one? Wow, yeah. Home energies, we just made that statement. Alright, so let's have a look. Okay, moving home, already said that. Alright, now I do know of one Scorpio energy, a personal connection, who is actually thinking about moving home. I'm just going to turn that light off, guys, and see if this is any better. It looks like it is. I think we've got, so we're just going to do this in a slightly darker light, so I think you've got better vision with that on the imagery. So let's have a little look. Okay. Fresh avenues. You've been waiting for them. Fantastic. And manifestation. So this is fantastic. Alright, you know, this for me, this magician energy in its own right is very scorpionic. It does talk about the transmuting of energies, alright, and Scorpio energy is a very psychologically based energy, we know this. He is the psychologist of the 12 signs, and we can live in our head a little bit. And I'd also like to say, with Mercury moving into Pisces pretty soon, within this next sort of week to 10 days, that's actually going to be operating in your 5th house, which is your light, you know, your creative light. And Saturn's going to be moving into Pisces as well. So again, it's like excesses and knowing limitation. Alright, so by all means, you know, push it out, go for it, but just recognise that you do have limits, and it is important that you look after yourself a little bit, I think, this month. We have also got another mover, which is Venus moving into Taurus, guys, and that's happening in your 6th house as well. So again, money, alright, resources. So you're going to be spread fairly thin, I think, Scorpio, this month. However, got some nice stuff coming in. Wow. Limitation, but coming forward reverse. This is naturally Capricorn, which is a Saturn rune energy, and it is coming reversed. So it's almost like certain obstacles being moved out of the way for you to allow you to go forward. But again, acknowledge that there is no limit with Pisces. It doesn't have any boundaries. We do need to acknowledge some. All right, again, it's about self-preservation, I think, with this energy of Aries in that 6th house. Wow, okay, advice. And also, this is my doctor, lawyer, our chief energy. Often talk about this. The King of Swords. The King, at the end of the day, is very just energy, certainly. Very just energy, but can come forward linking me with medical. So there could be a connection around the home where we've got a few problems. But again, it's about caring for you as well as caring for everybody else. Wow. The Knight of Swords, taking action on something. And also financials again. So these energies have come out earlier in certain readings, but they've had a good shuffle, so they are coming forward for you. And what this is saying to me as well is, if we're looking to generate more money, okay, that's going to be important. Again, I repeat, death, sex and taxes, which is a Scorpio connection. But it is also about evolution. It's about transmutation. It's about moving forward. And it may well be that we are looking to access other areas with regards to financial, as well as the passions, very passionate, very obsessive energies. And again, could be pushed to extremes a little bit, guys. So let's just wait and see. Wow. Sharing values with people, finding the right people. That's very interesting. Uranus in Taurus in your 7th house, Scorp. So again, yeah, looking at this, thinking, right, you know, how do we do that? How do we find like-minded people? You do that through social, don't you? So let's have a look and see what's cooking. Wow, star energy, love it. This is Aquarius again. I talked about it before, finding your tribe, finding your associations. So all of this is coming forward for you this month. Wow, fantastic. Another major card here, judgment energy, making the right choices, but also it's about life's renewal, this energy. You know, it's about being born again in a way. All right, so, and stepping into your own power. That's really, really important, you know. I think, Scorpio, because you know you're all about power. Pluto is all about power. And I feel that, yeah, there could be no stopping you on one level, depending on what's operating in other areas of your chart, and each of us are all individual. We all have a different chart. But at the end of the day, it's making the right choices, making the right decisions this month. But very, very much about, you know, unexpected connections that can come forward. Connections that weren't actually in your focus at the time. So again, can be quite unconventional connections that come around you that ultimately boost the resources for you. But again, this is seventh house energy, so I do think it's through association. So this is interesting. And I tell you, you do bring home the bacon with this. So this is a nice energy, this 6. I always look at karmic energies with the number 6. It's just me as a reader, that's how I view them. Not everybody does, but this is what my 35 years in the work has taught me, that when I look at these energies for client or for anybody who's listening today, it is talking to me about a karmic energy around work. It's almost like balances or imbalances being redressed. Wow, work, financial, money. Okay, very interesting. I'm going to get these 8 out, and then we can go through it in a little bit finer detail. Again, finances, working it out if we need to, you know, take this energy here. If it's mortgage, if it's, you know, we need to look at more carefully at things. King of Sword energy, I always see as a Libran connection. Sword energy for me does talk about the King of Swords particularly, so it's very just, very solid, trustworthy energy. So as far as financials, yeah, finding a balance around that, wow, and getting what you want, Scorpio. Getting what you want. I think you're very geared around home life, this month, and as we're moving forward over the next few months, it's very much about home. Anybody who are actually thinking, I know a couple of Scorpios actually that are actually thinking about moving house or wanting to move house, and where there has been limitation or you felt that you have been restricted, please note that this area here, the devil energy, Capricorn, this is releasing its grip, allowing you to go forward. Okay, and again, sort of sourcing finances, even though we may need to be quite stretched and we need to push the envelope a bit, and that's very much Scorpio. Scorpio does push the envelope, and when I look at your chart, yeah, I'm feeling that, yeah, there's definitely breakthroughs for you here, guys, in that home area, so home environment, feeling a bit more secure emotionally, or even though Pluto in Aquarius can be a little bit chaotic, I still feel that things could happen quite quickly, could be unexpected. If we are looking at properties, for instance, or new positions, things that we thought were maybe dead in the water seem to come to life a little bit, and we are able to move forward, so that's actually very good. So financial, wow, Chariot energy, love it. Now this energy, Chariot energy, is Cancerian in its nature, so it's moon energy, and Mars is going to be making a move into Cancer around the end of the month, around the 23rd, 24th, I believe. It could be a little earlier actually, maybe I've got that wrong, could be about the 19th possibly, apologies for that, but it's certainly towards that third week into the last week of March. So Chariot energy working well for you. Two heads can often be better than one. You know, again, it does talk to me about choices, and those choices, you may not have had those choices in the past, but now they seem to manifest for you. Fantastic. Priestess energy, love it. This is great. And again, I see this with Pisces, right? And a very knowledgeable energy, you know, priestess energy. She has the, you know, the pillars of wisdom. She holds the Torah, you know, she's in control. She's a very intuitive woman. And ultimately, it's almost like spirit looking after you, Scorpio. So even though you may have had a little bit of a rough ride, I do feel that we're breaking through. So this is for you, sun rising Scorpios. So let's take it from the top again quickly. So again, we've got these energies of family. I think that things could be happening around the home life. It could well be that some of us are looking to move home and we've been waiting on contracts. It's been frustrating. The Fool energy is Aries. It's allowing us to go forward. And Magician is perfect, very scorpionic in its own way. And this is talking to me about having everything at our fingertips now. Everything's ready to go. Limitations being lifted. You know, I'm a firm believer that spirit always lay us fallow for a reason. You know, it's almost like we're not, and everybody, I mean, the people out there, anybody listening to this channel will say everything happens for a reason, and it does indeed. It's all about your evolution, and Scorpio is all about evolution, isn't it? So moving forward, obstacles being removed, limitations being removed, we're being released from it. Taking advice around finance. So if this is linking me with you want to go on holiday, you want to move house, you want to do things in the house, you've got, you know, situations here where this is going to allow you to do so. This star energy does talk about unexpected, and judgment energy again. There is this element of life renewal, but bearing in mind that Pluto is in opposition to the black moon in Cancer, which is a very strong family energy, very emotional connection, very sensitive, and at the end of the day, it may well be that you do have a fair bit of responsibility coming towards you. You know, Saturn moving into Pisces in your 5th house. So again, with Mercury moving into Pisces in that house, so it can be quite draining. You can feel slightly, as we Brits would say, under the cosh a little bit, you know, as if you feel quite tired. And we do need to watch, I feel, with Aquarius energy, often see quite heavy stresses, mental stresses, but ultimately that mental stress is going to be lifted. All right, so if you've been chomping at the bit, Scorpio, and you haven't quite got across the finish line, that is going to change. All right, and as you're moving forward, you move forward with gusto. So yes, a little bit of magic coming in, lots of Pisces coming into the sky, into your fifth, which is, dreams, dreams coming true, dare I say. All right, but it certainly is a good energy for you this month, and as you're moving forward into June, you're really going to get a taster of those changes, that transformational energy coming in around you, Scorpio, that's going to make all the difference. So home, family, yes, there's responsibility, know your limit, don't push yourself excessively with Mercury energies, because you have got sort of, on your third, you've got a bit of sad, you've got a bit happy. So, yeah, work with that, know your limit, try and get out into nature if you can to sort of, if you've got excessive pent-up energies in there that you really need to release rather than hitting the bottle, Scorpio, which you can do because, of course, Scorpio is drugs. And because we've got that Pisces coming in, can be a little bit excessive in the fifth. So by all means, have fun, but do it carefully. It's not a bad month at all, Scorp. Big changes coming, and I do see a lot of transformational energy, and about time too. Okay, Scorp, thanks for listening, and I hope you helped you. Bye now.